Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Benny, how you doing? Yes, let me just before we go any further, I'm sporting the Be More hat. I'm sporting my shirt. I still love my O's. Very, very tough times for Baltimore. This past weekend, we had the O's go down, the Ravens, Maryland, everything. Shitty sports day in Maryland, but hell of a season. I can't remember the last season the Orioles got me this excited. So go O's. Looking forward to it. Everyone's like, yeah, but we gotta do this. Listen, how about you just be happy every once in a while, right? Not a lot of positivity coming out of Baltimore these days. Let's make something of this. Go O's. Very excited. Can't wait. Go Ravens. I hope y'all tear it up this season. So, folks, what else am I gonna say to you? So this is what I'm gonna say. I got a great guest today. You know, this is what we do on the Joe Benny's Got Balls podcast. We talk the service industry, right? What have we had? We have Caleb, right? He was a server at Joe Benny's for years. He was our rock. We had Santa Claus, the ultimate service industry worker. We had Captain Bobby on Boat Baltimore talk to us about some boating, cool stuff. So today I'm going back to the core of the service industry. We're talking food. So my next guest, I won't ramble on. Before I bring my next guest on, I do want to show our glue of the Joe Benny's podcast, Mr. TK, our producer. TK, where are you?
Oh, I'm here. What's up?
How you doing, brother? Listen, good to see you. I won't take up too much time doing the bullshit back and forth. You're good. I'm good. I'm assuming we're all good, right? We're
Yeah,
here. We gotta be all
it's
right.
been a minute. We got to break the rust back off, get back into the swing of things here.
Right. That's a great way to say, hey, if we have any fuck ups today, excuse it because we've been gone for a while. But look what
Yeah.
I got, TK. I've been talking about this shit forever. Look what I got.
Oh,
I
dude.
got the
And
bat
they're
balls, if you will. The bat balls, we'll call them the best balls, obviously. So this was our mistletoe. A little backstory. This was the mistletoe at Joe Benny's during the holiday season. I'd put them in some random corner and let everyone know. So I'm gonna let you guys know these bat balls, best balls. Whenever I need TK, whenever I need a clip, I need a fact check. Whenever I need the producer to step in and save the show, I'm going to give the balls a little shake. You're going to know what you got to do. I just want to make sure, because I've been talking about these balls for 4 shows now. I didn't want you to think I was just all talk and no balls, right? So I had to come through and get the balls. Okay? All right.
letting them hang out. I love it.
Damn right. Eventually, I will get them on the wall somehow. Let's baby steps. I had to dig the balls out. I'll figure out how to get them on display. But TK, thanks for holding this thing all together, brother. I appreciate you. And I guess without further ado, we're going to introduce our guest on the Joe Benny's Got Balls podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, he goes by many names. It's actually the only thing that I've written down. I usually have some notes. I said, fuck it, no more notes. We're going out natural. So he is the dealer of weenies. He is the pusher of the Frankfurters. He is the sausage. Oh, fuck. I can't even read my own handwriting. The slinger of sausage. He is the Glizzy King. My friend Casey, the Glizzy Man of Baltimore.
No, welcome.
Thanks for having me. What's up, Joe?
Man,
all talk,
right?
no balls. You can't have little balls without little glizzy. You know what I mean?
You like the balls, right? Did you like the addition of the balls?
Of course. You say you've been talking about the balls for 4 episodes. You've been talking about balls for 10 years.
Damn right. And so, what better marriage of the two not the same industry, but the two main stars of our menus, the balls. You got to have the wiener. So I thought this would be a great time. So TK, anything you want to add before you do your little thing and skirt off here?
Yeah, well, so Joe texted me about 20 minutes ago, and he's like, hey, throw this together for me. So I don't know if he's brought this by you, Casey, but he might have a proposition for you here. Little menu item.
Let me see it. What do you think, Casey?
What do we got?
Oh, is it not popping up?
People eat with their eyes before they eat with their mouths, and just the plate presentation and the structure is phenomenal. I don't see why this couldn't be the new big seller at the Wagyu wagon.
coming to the wagon shortly. Coming soon.
The full package is what you should call it.
Oh,
Hey,
And on that note, I'm out. Jiggling
man.
balls if you need me.
Thank you, brother. Casey, my man, how you doing, brother?
Good. You know,
You okay? I know you're slinging a lot of weenies, man. I know you're probably tired. Thanks for doing this, bro.
no, this is beautiful. Anytime I can talk with you, my friend, it's a good time. So this is nice and relaxing and fun. And yeah, I've been busier than a two-pecker dog, as they say. Who'd have thought, man? Hot dogs, people eat them all the time, everywhere. And it's been quite a summer.
And it helps when you got the best fucking dogs around. Dude, we still talk about those dogs, bro.
Yeah, I mean, did a lot of research, get the good ones.
Yeah. So we'll get into that. I want you to explain to people what this is all about. But I just for the viewers out there, obviously I do the balls. Casey does the wieners, the glizzies. So we were always talking about having some sort of a pop-up or doing something together. Unfortunately, I bailed. I was the motherfucker that bailed before it ever got to happen. It might still happen one day, but can you tell people, dude, especially the people that don't know, you're very popular in Baltimore now, man. But can you tell everyone really quickly what you're all about?
So a year ago, I started Glizzy's Wagyu Dogs. I guess the long and short of it is I used to be a chef, aspiring to do, I did all sorts of exotic techniques and cuisines and really chasing the gastronomic trend that was happening in the culinary world. After, now I decided I want to do something for myself. I want to do something simple, but do it as perfectly as you can do it. So no more fancy stuff and 30 components to a meal. I just got the best damn hot dog you can find anywhere. Just have fun, do it with love, and just sling that glizzy all over town, baby.
Yeah, man, you're doing a good job. Do you mind, Case? Can you tell us where you've been in the past, or is that shit you don't talk about? I mean, whatever what have you done? Where have you done it? I should say.
So I grew up in Rhode Island, and of course I started, as a dishwasher, prep cook, and one of my chef David Andrews took me under his wing, and I moved out to Cape Cod at 19, 20 years old. I was sous chef at the Inn at Shipyard Park, one of the longest standing and operating inns in the country. So that's where I really cut my teeth doing high-end stuff. I moved down to Baltimore, and I started at Blue Pit. I went to, which was fun and everything, but I was the executive chef at the Corner Charcuterie Bar, and I was, partnered with opening up Chuck's Trading Post, that whole concept. So I had, from a young age, I've always had some vision and I guess a little bit of just trying to do something fun and different and do something for myself.
Yeah. Let me just interject right there real quick, bud. So having done that and then having a year with the wagon, I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and say no regrets, right? You don't miss that part of the business where you're kind of got a lot of moving parts as opposed to this bad boy by yourself, or
it's all different parts of the same beast. There's a lot of moving parts here too. It's a mobile business, so I'm packing up and loading and unloading everywhere I go. I do miss working in a team setting, but this is great. Every day is a new story and something funny and new. Every day is something different. I'm always at a new place, meeting new people. So I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's been a wild year, and I can only imagine where it's gonna bring me from here.
Yeah, I think all your followers are excited. Can you let anything out of the bag, bro? Are you? Is there? I mean, I know we've talked, and hopefully, I can say this if it's all right. There's been talk of possibly a little expansion, a little wagon here, there. Is that something you
Yeah.
want to talk about, or what?
You know, I think the idea as a business owner, uh, you know, there's the one side of it is that I do love feeding people, and it's a passion of mine to be behind the cart. But as you know, with your focacceria, it's a lot of freaking work. So finding a team that you can trust and expand has been that's the idea. I would love to have a glizzy economy where I have a bunch of carts running around. Who knows? Maybe a little hot dog dive bar somewhere, and just create a good experience everywhere you go with it.
Sure.
So one day,
Yeah.
I want to be a hot dog millionaire, but you know, not today.
I'll be the first one that buys that book, brother. I'll be the
Yeah,
first one.
it's gonna be an interesting book. I'll tell you that.
Excuse me while I take a little espresso. It's that time of the night, man.
Espresso, man.
I know.
We should have done this in person.
Let me tell you, dude, if I don't, man, I don't want to be the guy that takes nap. I don't do anything, right? So I don't want to be taking naps and shit, but I'm used to that sometimes when I'd come home after prepping everything in the morning. I'd come home, walk the dog, shower, and nap for an hour, just throw myself on so I'm used to having that. I can't do that anymore. Else I really won't get shit done here. So I got to do a little midday espresso to keep me going through the night.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So listen, man, let's I got a bonus question for you. We're gonna talk about some stuff. I want to see if you know your glizzies. This is a curveball, bro. So I apologize in advance.
Hey.
Do you know?
Can't make me look any stupider than I already am. So let's see what you got, baby.
This is fucking man. Listen, where did the term glizzy come from?
It's DMV from DC, yeah.
Right. Do you know a little more? Are you
sure? So glizzy is a slang word for a Glock, which is a gun. So they use that, you know, slang in hip hop and rap. And then with the extended magazine on the gun, it was about approximately the size of a hot dog. And then for whatever strange reason, the term glizzy became more synonymous with hot dog than it did with the gun. And of course, with any food shaped and approximately that size, you're going to get some other jokes going around with it too. So, you know, I kind of laugh sometimes that my business is a whole big dick joke. So that's my understanding of the etymology of the word glizzy. Unless you got something different.
You got the extra credit, bro. You got above and beyond.
Come on.
Listen, you're talking to someone that made a living on making ball jokes for 10 years, bro. I'm all about it, man.
Hey, you know what? Why not?
Okay. So look, man, this is I'm sure you've heard an episode or two of the Joe Benny's Got Balls podcast. We like to get into it about the service aspect of this. Now, you having been back of the house for several years, right? Mm-hmm. I think let me know if I'm wrong on this. I'm assuming front of the house wasn't really part of your background, correct?
I actually do have a few years of bartending experience, and you know, one of those places I worked the floor too. So for a long while I was only back of the house, but I eventually worked my way up to the bar, and do have some experience in that sense. But
well, the reason I bring that up, is because now you are back of the house and you are front of the house, right?
Yeah, so, sure am.
I've bartended, I've managed, I've been in the back of the house, so I've served. So I've got a big, nice little understanding. So I kind of knew what I was getting into. Sure. So you kind of had an idea, right? You're going to deal a lot more with customers. Sure. And I got to ask you this, man. How do you like dealing primarily with customers now? Like, not only you got to get their food ready, but you got to talk to them a little bit. Has that been an adjustment, or are you just kind of like cool with that?
It you know, it's kind of been combining everything, like you said. But you know, I'm pretty capable on the grill, and you know, I could talk to damn near anybody. And of course, now I have a repertoire of jokes and stuff, whatever, like
Of
any good
course.
bartender, service person. But you know, the beautiful thing about what I got going on is the delivery of food is quick, and it's relatively easy. You know, it's a hot
Right.
dog, some toppings, this, that. So I'm robotic at this point, and I
Sure.
can talk to them, and it's cool because I get like a 60-second interaction, 60 to 90-second interaction with everybody that I see, and it could be 200 people in a day. So
Right.
I ask every single person how they're doing, you know, and it's nice. It's nice to be able to connect to your customers
Yeah.
face to face.
Yeah. That's you know what, man? It's awesome and it's also so effective, dude. Because you're pumping out dogs and shit, but you're also pumping out yourself. And that's what I kind of really appreciated about that business and being a smaller, operation is that you do get to you really get to see everything, deal with everything. Sometimes
Mhm.
I wish I was even smaller than I was. I had 30 seats, but I wish I would have had 10 so I could have focused on the back and
Sure.
forth, the banter, the joking, the shots here and there. That was I kind of missed that. Now listen, tell me the truth though, bro. With all the good things, there's some bad things, and you deal with a lot of late night crowds.
I do deal with some late night crowds.
Give me something, man. Give me something. Give me like a story or give me what you deal with on the regular. I'm assuming Joe blows. Hey, let me get some hot dogs. Let me get some hot dogs. Give me
uh,
something more. Tell me something. Give me some juice.
all right, let's see. I mean, you know, most of it's funny and harmless. I
Yeah.
did have one guy try to grab my chef knife off of my cart and stab it into the table, and I
Oh,
almost had
nice.
to. I almost had to get going with him. But mostly, for the most part, you know, people standing too close to the grill and stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
late at night, drunk.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, the funniest thing.
I'll give you a minute. Trust me, we can edit this shit. TK is really good at this stuff.
Okay, good, because honestly, good. He better edit it because I can't really all my video is very splotchy, so I'm just kind of just like staring at a blank screen. I barely see you. But anyways,
Yeah, it's all right.
dude, I don't know. It's fun. I get to be as real with them as I want to, you know.
Right. Yeah.
So especially if they're drunk and it's late at night. Uh, you know, some guy, what's with the Old Bay tater tots? Are those just tater tots covered in Old Bay?
Right.
And I go, nothing gets by you, buddy. Like, you know, a cheeky but fun. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough to think of. Like,
No, and I put you on the spot on that one. I know. Of course, me, right? I want to know all the gossip. I want to know the juice.
I
But
know, and I'm like, how much can I tell? You know what I mean? I don't know.
hey, you could tell if you got something, the,
Yeah,
the, the dirtier the better, brother. Shit.
yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, Glizzy is kind of uh, you know, a term for a dick. So I make a lot of dick jokes. I'm going around making dick jokes with cute girls at breweries and
Of course.
whatever. And you know, I see some of like the neighborhood ne'er do wells around here, and you know, when it's 2:30 in the morning, I'm packing up and nobody else is on the street. I want to get on out of there.
I know
Um,
that's right, man.
you know, but it's all
Yeah.
crazy. Everybody's crazy. We're all crazy in our own right.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey,
but
cheers to
you know,
that.
I get to mess with people. People mess with me. You know, and
Yo, if anything does, we got we're not going to go too long here, but if anything in the next 10 minutes pops into your head, like shit, I got to tell them about this. Just
okay,
chime in
all
because
right.
you just brought something up I wanted to touch on too. So you go. I love this model because you're the perfect candidate for like breweries, right? You do a
Mhm.
lot of pop up at breweries. Do you approach them? Do people approach you like breweries? Just touch on that real quick, man. How do you establish a lot of your relationships or where you set the trailer up at?
Sure. So, you know, at first, I maybe sent two cold emails to breweries. Hey, I'm starting a food truck. I'd love to come check it out. I'm telling you, bud, before I knew it, I was getting emails from everybody,
Right.
every brewery. I mean, now I'm a year in. I'm starting to do catering, so my word's getting around there. I served Larry Hogan at Glizzy. I do stuff at the Symphony, and I'm telling you, like, for the most part, they all reach out to me. I have to turn stuff down now.
Yeah.
I'm so busy, but it very quickly has just become a mutually beneficial thing. I've got a great working relationship with a lot of these breweries.
Yeah.
It's great for their customers to have different food, and yeah, it's really wild how fast my calendar fills itself up.
Do you ever go to like does anyone ever rent the wagon?
I
Like
have
like a I don't know, a 16 18 year old birthday party, something like that. Do you ever go to someone's house with the wagon?
Yeah, so I have done a couple private parties, corporate events. I did a wedding rehearsal dinner one time. So yeah, I do hourly and package rates for type of food. That's the stuff I really would like to get into more.
Yeah.
The vending is all good and well, but I don't know if I'm going to sell 30 hot dogs or 100 hot dogs. But if I go somewhere and this is what I'm going to get paid, I'm here for a couple hours.
Yeah.
This is what I'm bringing. I'm leaving you with all the food, and I go home with my coolers empty, which is great. But yeah, I did a private party for the Cordish family. I train jujitsu with their grandson, and the Cordish family owns Power Plant Live, the live casinos. I had no idea. I get the email. It's a sweet, sweet older lady. Hey, you want to come to our family party? I'm like, yeah, sure. Tax button, whatever. I pull up. It's a compound. I mean, a huge 250 person event tent.
Jesus.
There's 60 people at this party. There's Patango, Dizzy Cow Pizzeria, me, 2 mobile bars. So like, it was great. But I show up, mingle about, hand out some business cards. I served Larry Hogan and Glizzy there. It cracked me up. I was like, I was like, of course, making a hot dog joke with him as he ordered his hot dog. And then like a couple minutes later, the girl who was like, just helping keep things flowing. She's like, you know who that was, right? I was like, she's like, Larry Hogan. I was like, huh.
Larry who? Who's that? No.
Larry Hogan. Yeah. Oh, well, I was like, because I was like, typical, just like, I don't know, middle-aged white dude, bald, like, And I was like, he looks a little familiar, but maybe I'm crazy. And then turns out I am crazy, but whatever. So I made a hot dog joke with former Governor Larry Hogan. Yeah.
Look, I wanted to add on to that story. I remember it was I can't remember the name. There were some Ravens that are no longer on the team. I remember it.
Ravens, right?
We served some Ravens. Yeah, Eric Weddle, we're bits. Me and Eric Weddle, they come in with his gang, Tony Jefferson, whatever. I'm not bragging, but I remember one night we're busy as shit, and I was running out of lettuce. I was running out of onions and sauce. I mean, everything, right? And I remember, God damn it, I'm trying to remember who it was, but they were young. They were all rookies, I think. And they were marching in Little Italy looking for carbs for the next day. And I remember one of the guys goes, well, we're on the Ravens. What do you mean you don't have any food? And I didn't know who the hell this. Oh, it was the tight end. His tall dude, I think his name was Hurst. Redhead Hurst, I think his name was.
Okay, yeah.
South Carolina tight end. And I go, dude, I don't care if you're the president. I don't care if you're the Ravens. If I don't have anything to feed you, what am I going to feed you with, right? And I remember the guy like, oh, no, is this Baltimore? Is this when I just walked into this town? But little did he know I'm the asshole that, oh, shit, put that away. What if he listens to this podcast now?
Yeah.
No.
No, I hear you. I do the same thing. People are like, oh, can I get something for free? I'm like, my mother doesn't get anything for free. Get out of here. Everything costs money.
I got your free dog right here.
I got your Glizzy. I got your free Glizzy right here.
I listen, man, we've both been in the industry, and I swear to God, every time I used to get someone that would give me any kind of grief, I think that's why I turned into kind of like this asshole on the social media, because it was the only way where I could like be on my forum, right? My only kind of way to get back at people sometimes.
Sure.
were to have a 2-minute rant about what a piece of shit they were just because they're meatballs.
I do miss your Instagram rants where you hold your phone like this right up to your nose and talk shit for 3 minutes.
Yeah, my
Joe Benny here.
my mom really enjoyed those videos too, with her friends and shit. She really enjoyed it.
No, I hear you. I'm the same way. Like I'm a little more. I don't put my face on my Instagram, but I do hide behind my little hot dog avatar, and he's just a cheeky kind of son of a gun. I had
Very handsome.
I had one girl, some food blogger. Sure, everybody's a food blogger.
Right.
Say post. These were disgusting. How are you going to serve these with stale bread? I'm like, I sold 275 hot dogs today. What are the odds your 2 were the only stale ones? I was like, so everybody come on down and have the best hot dog everybody else has had, or the one terrible hot dog, you know what I mean, that this person's ever had. Like,
that's right.
You know what? What are you gonna do? You can't make everybody happy, I guess.
To this day, one of my favorite South Park episodes is the one. Sorry, I might have cut you off again. So we're doing this thing. But to this day is a South Park episode where everyone's like a Yelp, is the Yelp. They walk in. Oh, I need preferential treatment. I'm Mr. Yelp 2011.
Right.
And, it's just like it's getting a little out of hand. Although I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna lie. Sure, I enjoy it because they got a lot of reach and it's pretty cool.
Sure.
But sometimes, man, you got to, what a lot of people don't understand about the food business is, man, we're cooking, we're serving, but we're also on a pedestal, man. What other industry can you be in where you're just instant yay or nay, right? People can hop on their little hot box and they can give the shittiest place I've ever been to, best place I've ever been to, and people listen to that, right? It's a hard business to kind of take that kind of feedback in.
Yeah, I mean, you growing in the industry, you gotta have thick skin. Yeah. And look, if you're putting out your product the best you can, some people are gonna say it, but I have full confidence in what I put out. I cook everything like I'm cooking for my grandmother. So if it's not good enough for you, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. I know. It's hard, right? It's hard.
Try to let it roll off your back, but it's just the way it is. Everybody's got to say something about everything. Like,
I know, man. Someone once told me, Joe, you got one problem. He told me he was in the food business for years.
I wish I only had one problem.
Well, he says, Joe, you got one problem, because he saw me one night towards the end that I'm going kind of shitty, and I was yelling at people. I was throwing plates of sauce all around the fucking room.
Connor.
My rock. Connor, my rock.
I was kidding, Connor. You're the man.
I just yesterday we hung out for a couple hours, picked his brain about some things. But I remember the guy says, Joe, you got a problem. The problem is, and I was like, I can't wait to hear this. He goes, the problem is you're trying to make everyone happy. That's all he said. Then he walked away. And I thought about it for a second. He's absolutely right, man. It's hard when you're really trying to pump out 100% perfect everything for everyone, because it's just not going to happen. In any job, it doesn't happen. You try to, and then I guess the quicker you realize that, you're a little less tendencies to have that kind of outburst. But whatever, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
All right, so look, man, I'm gonna put you on the spot, and I want you to think about this for a quick second, and then tell me, where is the Glizzy Man and the best damn Glizz dogs in Baltimore gonna be a year from now? What are we gonna see come out of your shop?
Well, hopefully we're gonna have a resident. I'm gonna have a resident meatball scooper in there. I need somebody to work for me, Joe. So whenever you're ready to get back to it, you know what I mean?
I'm almost there. There.
A year from now, man, where would I like to be a year from now? In the Dominican Republic, drinking a pina colada. I think I would like to have. I've been thinking about like what the move is, as far as a mobile business is tough. Right. If I could find a little bit of capital or investment to find a spot, I would love to have a Glizzy bar. I think a small. Everything's so fancy these days. Everybody's got their, all their fancy stuff. I just want to keep it simple, comfort food, good hangout, like somewhere you can affordable, you can go. Like that's the thing with my prices even right now. Like I run my margins high because I don't want to take advantage of anybody. I'm not, but the world is so expensive. Being affordable, if I could have a little spot with a self-sustaining economy,
Yeah.
I can work with some friends and collaborate with some friends and just do fun stuff and create our own little universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that, man. I see that, and I see that happening because you're gonna, if you want it, it is gonna happen, bro. That's how this shit works. I think that's a great idea. I think a Glizzy bar, especially. I mean, tell me if Baltimore wasn't made for something like that, man. I think
Yeah.
that's a great idea too. Great city for it to be in.
Just a good hang, man.
Yeah. That's what
And
Baltimore's all about, right? The little neighborhood joints. That's what
Mhm.
makes Baltimore so great, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a great city, and I really love what I've seen because of hot dogs, man. Like I said, I've been to neighborhoods I've never been to. I've met people I've never, would have met.
Yeah.
I get invited to things that, like I get, the symphony. Like I made friends. They give me a ticket. When would me, a lay person, go to the symphony?
Right.
And there's a lot of good people. Baltimore is really beautiful. A lot of creative energy, and so a lot of competition in the mobile food scene. I've met a lot of people, really out here hustling, man, and it's inspiring because it's a lot of work, as you know. I get a lot of I want to know what you should do's, and it's a lot of work keeping onions and mustard on the table. You know what I mean? So when I got
someone's got to do it.
Someone's got to do it, man. But it's really inspiring to see. There's a big community of working people, and
it's Baltimore, right? For several reasons. We're all very tight community, and the food business is the same. It's just it's a great little network that we have going here.
Yeah.
We tend to go like the 30-minute mark. We're already over that.
Right.
We're gonna do a show. When I say we're, I mean TK, the glue of the show, is gonna put a bunch of graphics up and shit. Maybe your social media. Is there on our way out here, bro? Is there anything you want to tell people? You want to promote anything or anything like that, or just tell them to give you a follow or whatever?
How long does this thing? How long does this thing take to go out?
I don't know. I'm not that smart. I don't know. What do you got? You tell me.
Just follow me on Glizzy's Waggy Dogs. I got stuff coming up all over. There you go. He's got me coming up.
So that's the best way to track you?
Instagram. I post my schedule every week. I've got some good Halloween stuff coming up. Oh, October 28th is going to be the funniest day of my life. I'm going to sell hot dogs from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. I'm going to start off selling at Barkstoberfest in Patterson Park. It's going to be a beautiful day. They do their 5K. They do all sorts of dog adoption events and everything. I love working with Barks, and that's going to be, so from 8 to 2, I will be selling hot dogs at Barkstoberfest.
We got to start acting quick then. If we got to start editing this shit.
Yeah, you got to start editing. 4 to 8 on the same day. I'm going to be doing Huntington on the 29th block of Huntington Ave. An awesome party for kids and everything. And then from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m., I'll be selling hot dogs at Zika Farm. So that's going to be 20-hour day selling hot dogs. We're gonna go for the record.
Dude, I hope you got some help.
Yeah, a little here, a little there,
Okay, that's a long ass day, man.
Dude, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Why not? Everything's a joke, and it's gonna be the funniest thing in the world, selling hot dogs.
That'll be, man. When you got little Glizzy grandkids running around. Back in 2023, I worked from 5 in the morning till midnight.
TK, I need a GoPro to film me all day while I slowly lose my mind selling hot dogs.
Oh my God, dude, I would tune into that. We're one of the fucking head cam GoPro. Oh
my God. I've been thinking about, dude. Honestly, like you said, like when you ask for a story and stuff, I'm like, there's everything is a blur. But
God,
I think it would be so funny if I just had like a Glizzy Gram, a Glizzy Cast, just like from the food, from the from the
Dude.
cart. That would be funny because there's all sorts of strange interactions.
I pay as much as a movie ticket for that. I mean, seriously.
$2 a month. Tune into the Glizzy Cast. See what kind of wacky antics the Glizzy Man is getting up to.
Oh my god, dude! I want to watch it tonight.
Yeah, that's like I get when I need to get into Zen mode. I like to watch. There's a brown bear sanctuary in Alaska that's got live stream footage all around it.
Oh, nice.
But this will be totally different.
Sign me up, dude. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stop taking. I've been looking at this. Here we go. You want some extra credit for real? TK, are you there too, TK?
I'm here. What's up?
It worked. Okay, good. So bonus points to either of you guys. Either you know what this is.
Is that a prickly pear?
Oh, motherfucker! Did you just Google that in your ways there? No.
I've never had a prickly pear, but
these are there's so many of these in Sicily. When I'd go in the summertime, they just fall all over the road. There's so many of them. Just to give you an idea, here you go to like Harris Teeter's, whatever, the grocery store. They cost $3 a prickly pear, man. They should be arrested, but I buy them, so I guess not. But I've been eyeing this thing for 35 minutes. I thought I was gonna cut into it while we chatted. That never happened. So I'm very excited to do that. That's what my life is nowadays. I'm excited to eat a piece of fucking fruit.
Espresso and prickly pear, you're living the life.
That's all I got these days, Glizz. That's all I got. TK, I know you're gonna put up the graphics and shit. We're gonna get out of here. Do we want to say anything? Any parting words from you, from Casey? You got anything else?
Give me a second. Let me do the spiel, and then we'll let Casey say his final piece.
Okay.
So,
make me look good, TK.
Follow Glizzy's Waygu Dogs on Instagram. I'll put the link in the bio and the description. And then, of course, thanks for watching us or listening to us. We've got all of our links posted on linktr.ee/joebennysgotballs. And thanks again to the guys at We Are Not Spies for the intro and outro music. Casey?
Just want to say thank you, Joe. You're the man. I'm glad we could, talk some shit over glizzies and balls. Thank you, TK, for being here and hosting us. Thank you, Baltimore. It's been a long year, but it's just the beginning. And follow me, Glizzy's Waggy Dogs. Everywhere I go, it's a hot dog party. So come join the party.
Hell
yeah, man. I love you, Baltimore. Everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much again. TK, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next time. Until then, ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.